Some heroes dream about romance, some heroes fight to protect the people they love, and then there are these characters, the lone wolves, the wanderers, the warriors who always choose duty, survival, or the mission over love. Today we're counting down 10 video game characters who will probably never fall in love. Some of them may surprise you, by the way. Number 10, Corvo Attano. Corvo Attano. Attano, okay. Attano, alright. From Dishonored. Corvo Attano knows what love can cost. Once the loyal protector of the Empress, he loses the woman he cared about and watches his world collapse overnight. After that, Corvo's life becomes focused on one thing: protecting Emily and restoring order. What makes Corvo fit this list isn't that he never loved someone, it's that after tragedy strikes, he never seems interested in trying again. His life becomes a mission, a responsibility, a burden he willingly carries. By the end of the series, Corvo feels less like a man searching for happiness and more like a guardian who has accepted a lonely path. Number 9. Agent 47 from the game Hitman. If love requires emotional vulnerability, Agent 47 never had a chance. Created through genetic engineering and trained to become the perfect assassin, 47 spends his life pretending to be other people while never truly becoming one himself. He travels the world, he meets countless individuals, yet he always remains emotionally distant. Professional, controlled. Even when he develops friendships, they are rare exceptions. Romance barely exists in his universe. Agent 47 isn't lonely because he lacks opportunities. He's lonely because he was literally designed that way, and he seems perfectly comfortable with it. Number 8. Doomslayer from the game Doom. Let's be honest, the Doomslayer has exactly one relationship in his life, and it's with violence. This is a man who has spent centuries fighting demons across dimensions. He doesn't stop for conversations, he doesn't stop for diplomacy, and he definitely doesn't stop for romance. Every second of his existence is dedicated to one purpose: destroying hell. While other protagonists are building families and relationships, the Doomslayer is smashing through armies of demons with unstoppable rage. Love has never been part of his story, and somehow that feels completely natural. Number 7. Tarnished from Elden Ring. Ladies' foolish ambitions to rest. The Tarnished enters the lands between with almost nothing. No home, no family, no certainty. Only ambition. Ladies' foolish, just shut the hell up. The entire journey revolves around becoming stronger, defeating impossible enemies, demigods, godfree, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, and claiming the Elden throne. Relationships in Elden Ring rarely end well. Trust is dangerous. Friendships are temporary. And nearly everyone is pursuing their own agenda. The Tarnished survives by moving forward alone. Even when allies appear, they usually vanish, die, or betray their own goals. In a world this broken, romance feels almost impossible. Number 6. Sam Porter Bridges. This is Stranding. Sam Porter Bridges might be the most literal example of isolation on this list. When we first meet him, he actively avoids physical contact with other people. He prefers solitude, distance, silence, These are good things. The entire premise of Death Stranding revolves around reconnecting humanity. That's a good word. But what's interesting is that Sam spends most of the story resisting those connections. He's uncomfortable around others, suspicious of emotional attachment, and reluctant to let people get close. Even after helping rebuild society, Sam still feels like someone who belongs on the road rather than in a relationship. Number 5. This may surprise you.
Geralt of Rivia, damn you're ugly, I must be in this list.
The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Damn you're ugly.
Geralt may seem like an unusual choice, I know. After all, he has relationships throughout the Witcher series. Yennefer, that Keramet thing. But look closer. No matter who enters his life, Geralt never truly settles down. Destiny constantly drags him toward danger. Monsters, wars, political conflicts, and impossible choices. Even when happiness appears within reach, it rarely lasts. Part of Geralt's tragedy is that he's always moving, always hunting, always playing Gwent, always carrying responsibilities larger than himself. For someone like Geralt, love is real, but permanence is not. Number 4. Kazuma Kiryu from Yakuza series. Few characters sacrifice personal happiness as often as Kazuma Kiryu. Throughout the Yakuza series, opportunities for a normal life repeatedly appear in front of him. A peaceful future, a family, a relationship, a chance to finally stop fighting. Yet every time Kiryu walks away, not because he wants to, because he believes others will be safer without him. His sense of duty constantly outweighs his personal desires, so to speak. That's what makes Kiryu such a tragic character. He could choose happiness, but he almost never does. Number 3. Kratos, God of War Ragnarok. The younger Kratos was consumed by rage. The older Kratos is consumed by responsibility. After losing so much throughout his life, Kratos becomes incredibly guarded. He rarely talks about his feelings, rarely trusts people, and rarely allows himself emotional vulnerability. His entire focus becomes protecting Atreus and and preventing history from repeating itself. The god of war isn't afraid of monsters. He's afraid of loss. That's why he keeps people at a distance. And why love often feels secondary to his duties. Number 2. Big Boss, Metal Gear Solid series. Big Boss starts as a legendary soldier. Eventually, he becomes something much larger, a symbol, a myth, a revolutionary. The problem is that symbols don't get normal lives. As Big Boss pursues his vision, personal relationships gradually disappear. Friends become enemies. Allies become rivals. Trust becomes rare. His mission grows so large that it eventually consumes everything else. By the end of his journey, Big Boss stands almost alone, surrounded by the consequences of his choices. It's difficult to imagine a character whose ambitions left less room for romance. And number 1, I don't know if you've played this game, but Harry Hawker from Sniper Elite series. Harry Hawker represents the ultimate lone operative. Unlike many heroes, his story isn't driven by revenge, romance, or personal drama. It's driven by duty. Again and again, Harry finds himself operating behind enemy lines, far away from safety and far away from ordinary life. His missions demand patience, secrecy, self-reliance, and complete focus, concentration. The kind of lifestyle Harry lives doesn't leave much room for emotional attachments. That's a good one. Every mission could be his last. Every ally could disappear tomorrow. In many ways, Harry embodies the classic sniper archetype. Alone, unseen, and entirely devoted to the objective. That's why he earns the number 1 spot. And if you've played the Sniper Elite and you have finished the game and you know how it ends, you will understand, you will realize why I put this on number 1. Because among all the characters on this list, Harry Hawka feels the most comfortable walking his path alone. Last time we talked about video game characters we loved but lost in the end. They died in the end. This time we looked at characters who seem destined to walk alone. If you missed that previous countdown, check it out next, and please subscribe to Susha Prime. I wanted to tell you at the beginning of this video, I forgot about it. Now I'm telling you at the end of the video when actually 90% of the viewers are gone. But subscribe to Susha Prime because many original contents are on the way. And don't forget to like the video if you liked it. Thank you for staying with me through the end of the video. Take care as always and farewell.